A story of love, sacrifice, and hope. Long ago, in the sacred land of Jerusalem, lived a man named Jesus. He was known for his message of love, compassion, and truth, teaching people about God and showing kindness to all. Crowds traveled from distant places to hear his words and witness the miracles he performed. But not everyone welcomed his growing influence. Some religious leaders and teachers felt threatened by his message, fearing it would disrupt their power. They secretly planned to have him arrested. Among Jesus' own followers was a man named Judas, who, overwhelmed by fear and doubt, agreed to betray him for 30 pieces of silver. One quiet evening, as Jesus prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane, Judas arrived with soldiers. He approached Jesus and greeted him with a kiss, signaling to the guards who to arrest. Jesus was taken away, accused unfairly, and brought before the high priest. Though innocent, Jesus was declared dangerous. The leaders handed him over to Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor, asking for a sentence of death. Pilate found no fault in Jesus, yet the crowd, stirred by the leaders, demanded his crucifixion. Wanting to avoid an uprising, Pilate gave in. Jesus was mocked by soldiers, given a crown of thorns, and dressed in a purple robe. They laughed as they called him King of the Jews. Then, burdened by a heavy wooden cross, Jesus was led through the streets to a hill called Golgotha, the place of the skull. There, they nailed his hands and feet to the cross and raised him high. As he hung in agony, Jesus prayed for those who hurt him, asking God to forgive them. Even in suffering, his love remained. As the hours passed, the sky darkened and sorrow filled the air. Jesus, surrounded by a few faithful followers and his grieving mother, whispered, "It is finished," and breathed his last. At that moment, the earth shook. It was as if nature itself mourned the loss of the Son of God. His body was taken down, wrapped in linen, and placed in a tomb sealed with a large stone. Guards stood watch to ensure no one could enter. But on the third day, a miracle occurred. Women who followed Jesus came to the tomb and found the stone rolled away. The tomb was empty. An angel appeared to them and said, "Do not be afraid. Jesus, who was crucified, is not here. He has risen." Jesus appeared to his disciples and many others, proving that he had defeated death. He gave them hope, reminded them of God's love, and told them to share his message with the world. Finally, he returned to heaven, but not before promising, "I am with you always." His death and resurrection became the foundation of the Christian faith, a story of sacrifice, forgiveness, and the victory of love over death.